Something else that may have to change is your definition of the term selling if you want to dramatically increase your income. What is your definition of selling? Webster defines selling as to give up to another for something of value. Now that can be a very positive definition of selling when considered in this context of loving the customer. Webster also provides another definition, a negative definition of selling, and one that many people associate with certain industries and certain types of salespeople, including the car business. To deliver or give in violation of duty, trust, or loyalty, and especially for personal gain. I would call that selling out. Now it appears that you get to choose which definition will apply to you and the way you conduct your business. Some trainers have defined selling as the transfer of enthusiasm. Now personally, I've noticed that enthusiasm is kind of like the flu, but in a positive way. If an enthusiastic person enters a room or starts a dialogue with someone else, their enthusiasm is contagious and someone else is going to catch it and they won't be able to help it. Enthusiasm is absolutely important to be a good salesperson. If you're not excited about what you are selling, then why should anyone else be? Most people don't wake up every morning enthusiastic about the day that lies ahead. If you're one of those people, congratulations. For the rest of us, it's another decision that has to be made if we want to become more successful. Zig Ziglar, one of the greatest sales trainers that ever lived, used to encourage a little exercise that helped with this. He required you to say out loud and with enthusiasm, "If I act enthusiastic, I will be enthusiastic. If I act enthusiastic, I will be enthusiastic. If I act enthusiastic, I will be enthusiastic." And you know what? It works. Frank Bettger, one of the greatest life insurance salesmen of his time, wrote a book entitled How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success in Selling. Now he documented how he completely changed the results of his efforts selling life insurance in just 90 days by changing his attitude. Developing the habit of maintaining a positive attitude is also very important in order to have enthusiasm and be successful in selling. Now, he pointed out that the other salespeople had more product knowledge than he did. And they had more previous customers, a larger customer base to work from. And they had more sales training and more skills. But with enthusiasm, born from his new positive attitude, he was able to outsell them all and sway many, many more people over to his way of thinking, and they became enthusiastic about what he was excited about. Enthusiasm is contagious. Now, before you move on, I want to encourage you to find a way or a number of different ways that you can get yourself excited about what you do for a living every day. Learning more about your business is a good motivator. Also consider reading Mr. Bettger's short book. It's only 192 pages and it costs about $11 at Amazon. Next, ensure that you're doing something at work that you can get excited about. Some people are genuinely excited and enthusiastic about selling cars, and that may work as long as you're making sales every day. But then what will keep your attitude positive when you don't sell a car? Well, that same rush and that great feeling you get from making a sale for a commission can be had from making a sale of friendship. And a friendship with another person can last a lot longer than a few $100s will in most people's pocket. Having a goal to become a friend and to be a friend to 2 or 3 new people every day that you don't know yet could end up becoming addicting and change the course of not only your life, but theirs too. And before you know it, you could have a small army of people working for you, going out of their way to refer their friends and relatives to make sure they talk to you first whenever they begin their shopping experience. Some say selling is the transfer of conviction. In other words, if I believe in what I believe more strongly than you believe in what you believe, then pretty soon, as long as we keep on communicating, you will agree with me, and voila, you'll be sold. Well, first I want to say that works. Conviction is necessary to be more successful in the business of selling. Next, I want to say that relationship is necessary for that to occur. If someone won't listen to you because they don't know you or trust you or want to get to know or trust you, then you can't eventually win them over to your convictions. So relationship trumps conviction and is therefore all important again. If your conviction is in your product, then you are good until someone else makes a better product than the one you're selling. Then what? Well, you need to switch products. And you're only as valuable as the best product you have to sell. I want to encourage you to have a conviction that you're the best product and you're the best service that you have to offer. You are uniquely qualified to meet the needs of people that you're going to meet today. And there is no one better than you if you've already made the decisions we've been talking about in this training series on relationships. Here's why. If you adopt a conviction in yourself and believe that people you meet are better off doing business with you than they are with anyone else, and you've made a list of reasons why you can back up that belief, then you won't have to keep switching jobs when new and better products come out down the street. Now, what's your list of benefits going to look like? Well, I want to suggest that you're not going to be the best choice for your customers just because you have excellent customer service skills or more product knowledge or have a deeper understanding of the steps to a sale. They're important, and you should have all those things. But you can almost always become any customer's number one choice for doing business today and for doing business in the future if you're prepared to meet the second strongest need all people have after their need for survival. And that is their need to be loved, to be liked, and to be appreciated. Since you are the manager of that product yourself, you can control the quality of that product compared to the competition. Now here's the reality for most people looking for their next vehicle. The next car they buy may be a necessity for survival, but likely it's something they want versus need. In other words, most people will buy what they like over the lowest cost option with 4 wheels that will get them to point B from point A with some reliability. So when they meet a car salesperson at a dealership, their number one need is not survival or another car. Their number one need that is unmet is to be loved, liked, and appreciated. They just don't plan on getting any of that from a car salesperson. That is not something customers normally find at a dealership, and that type of treatment goes far beyond customer service and meeting expectations. That is also what sets professional career salespeople apart and how they achieve their goal to work by appointment only and how they continually increase their sales and their income month after month after month, regardless of how many customers the dealership provides to them. Their conviction is that they are the very best decision and choice any customer has in order to satisfy their highest need. Now, what I'm sharing with you is not in any of the sales training you normally get to learn how to sell cars. But all training generally mentions how important it is to develop a relationship with a customer and follow up, but then gives you 10 customer service tips along with the road to a sale training and misses the whole point. So I haven't been able to borrow a lot of examples from a lot of other automotive training programs on this topic. But Dale Carnegie, another of the greatest sales trainers and teachers of the 20th century, who trained millions of business sales professionals in the art of selling and sold over 15 million copies of his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, made a business out of teaching people how to become more likable and how to become a better and lifelong friend to customers by focusing on the interests and cares of other people. Here's a short audio clip of a full audio narration you can find on the web, which is another recommended read to help you stay motivated, enthusiastic, and learn the art of and skill of loving your customers.
You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. Yet I know, and you know, people who blunder through life trying to wigwag other people into becoming interested in them. Of course, it doesn't work. People are not interested in you. They are not interested in me. They are interested in themselves, morning, noon, and after dinner. Did you ever stop to think that a dog is the only animal that doesn't have to work for a living? A hen has to lay eggs, a cow has to give milk, a canary has to sing, but a dog makes his living by giving you nothing but love. When I was 5 years old, my father bought a little yellow-haired pup for 50 cents. He was the light and joy of my childhood. Every afternoon about 4:30, he would sit in the front yard with his beautiful eyes staring steadfastly at the path, and as soon as he heard my voice or saw me swinging my dinner pail through the buckbrush, he was off like a shot, racing breathlessly up the hill to greet me with leaps of joy and barks of sheer ecstasy.
So I recommend to go ahead and work on developing a conviction within yourself that you are willing to ensure that every person you meet knows they're important, that you appreciate them, that you like them, even before you meet them, and then exercise your convictions to win a new friend several times each day. That is the selling objective we want to promote to you throughout this career training series. We believe that is the most powerful way to use conviction to sell the most valuable product you have to sell today, and that is you. You include your valuable time, your attention, and your decision to be the one to solve a need or meet a want, and your promise to yourself to truly help others, even if you don't earn a commission for it. So with all that being said, we would propose that the most apt definition of selling is this: to meet another person's need or help satisfy another person's want, whether or not you are rewarded financially for it. Now, if that is the case, sales becomes one of the most noble professions and rewarding jobs anyone could ever hope to spend a lifetime becoming excellent at, and a career you can approach with enthusiasm.